In this video, we will talk about the auction process in SiteLink. There are many steps up to and including the final process of actually auctioning off a unit, including many different stages of potential pre-lien notices, lien notices, and so on. This specific video is going to focus on two important events, and that being scheduling an auction and then the auction itself. Those events are created and defined in the company setup checklist screen under the past due schedule. The first item is the schedule auction event. We highlight it and click edit. We can have a fee applied to the unit. The default is auction fee, and a letter printed when the unit is scheduled to be auctioned called the auction schedule notice. You could change the fee, you could change the notice, but they're here by default. In the charges section of the setup checklist screen, you could edit what the fee is. Once we click OK and set it up, in this case 45 days past due, when it's 45 days past due or when someone is 45 days past due, it's going to prompt you in the reminder screen to schedule the auction for that person. If we go into our reminder screen and we find schedule auction, you'll see a list of customers. In this particular database, everyone is late, but you would see when the person was literally 45 days past due. Your company may at that point schedule the auction, or you may wait to accumulate several people that are X number of days past due for you to decide when the auction is going to happen. So you don't have to necessarily process the schedule auction event when it comes up, but know that there will be a list there for you to determine when you need to process it. You highlight that particular person and click on the little box beside their name and process the event. At that time, it'll come up and ask you to enter the auction date and time. So when is the auction going to happen and at what time? I can choose when it is and click OK. In this particular example, I'm choosing August the 13th. When August the 13th happens in the future date, at that time, the auction event will be triggered. The auction event is also set up in the company setup screen under past due schedule. You'll notice where it says auction, it says specified. This specified relates to the day that we choose when we process the schedule auction event. So the schedule auction event comes up. When you process it, you tell SiteLink when the auction is going to happen at what time. Then on that date, the list of people that are associated with that auction will show up on the reminder screen for you to process. For those that are set up to be auctioned, you can see them under the report screen. Unit status, there is a filter that says in auction. You click OK, it'll show you every single person that's set up to be auctioned. You can also go into the payment screen, choose one of the individuals, and you will notice in there it will show that they are in auction and when the auction date and time is going to happen.